Is there a person you look to when you're building these characters, or is it just
a lot of people from my hometown?
Okay.
A lot of that are just like Instagram.
Where's your hometown?
It's like Camarillo, California. It's like an hour away.
Okay.
It's like
There's a lot of entrepreneurs up there.
A lot of people that like we had like
there's a lot of victims of entrepreneurs. That's what I call them.
that pyramid scheme.
Gang, gang. Buzz, buzz. Back off my broccolini.
Get your life together.
It is.
Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not touching you, dude. Bro, I'm fucking gassed up like a forest fire right now. We have Andrew. How do you say your last name? Is
Callaghan.
Callaghan. That's what I thought. I just didn't know.
Thanks, man.
Callaghan breaks.
Callaghan breaks. Yeah, it's my full name.
You know what I'm talking about.
Tommy boy.
Tommy
Yeah,
boy.
it's all gas, no brakes. And then we have Trevor Wallace too, man. A couple of freaking heroes in here today, man.
And then Theo's no gas, all brakes.
Yeah, no gas, all brakes. That's it. I run out of gas.
Slow down.
That's the top insult in the world.
32 times I've run out of gas in my life.
Really?
Man. Yeah.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you just see the E on and just go for it? Or
Like,
what
not
happens
today,
there?
Satan.
You're a
You
risk
keep
taker.
pushing.
You're a risk taker.
Yeah, I think
That's why it
just,
happens.
A lot of those long dirt roads where you're like, ain't no gas station out here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's just like they don't put gas stations as close as you think. A lot of people think, oh, there's
really
gas
don't.
everywhere if you need it.
In the city, they're kind of everywhere, but yeah, I feel you.
But sometimes, you know, you don't, and they give you one reminder. The thing does one reminder.
Yeah, one.
But it stays on though, you know? It doesn't go away.
Yeah, but after that, it all kind of blend. I don't know. For me, it kind of blends in with the rest of the stuff on the
That's fair.
dashboard and the
Lot
clock
going
and
on.
everything.
We've all been there, man.
But yeah, we just had Thomas Dale in, man. He did a reading for us. He was on Stiff Socks. He was on your pod.
So he did our podcast like early on. He's one of our first guests, and so it's
Great
called
name.
Stiff Socks. Thanks, man. So he actually, I mean, we can play the clip, but he brought in an actual stiff sock of his own.
Oh, wow.
He nutted in a sock and gave it to. Look at the hair; it's trashed. Also, my hair.
Oh, damn,
It's not
bro.
good. It's
I
not
went
good.
through a blonde phase myself.
Yeah. You look back and you're like,
He actually
Jesus, I needed
nutted in the
help.
sock and brought it on your
He
podcast.
nutted in a sock.
Is that what people do on the show?
No,
That's
no, that's like the worst trend.
I was like,
I thought he thought it was gonna catch on. I was like, please don't
That's
do
a
that.
new Beanie Baby,
man.
it seems like, dude. That's weird.
Merry Christmas. It's like,
Were you bummed? Like,
This was specially made for you guys for the show. This is specially made
No.
for Trevor and Michael. This is a
What do you- what
do
is
not
this?
reject
is
my.
it a real stiff sock?
Do not reject. No. Do not.
Me and your boy. Who's your co-host?
Michael Blaustein.
You're all gone.
I got fucking bukkakied by a saki, baby.
He's all chill.
There's actual nut in there,
Look at his laughter, too.
and there's like you.
Yeah, he's
can
going,
see something in the back.
Can you replay his laughter that he did about
He laughs
6
like the bad guy from Inspector Gadget.
This is a laugh that, yeah.
Doesn't he?
Let's see the laugh right
I mean, he
here.
was legit pumped on it. He was like, "I got a
yeah,
surprise
he's
for you
stoked.
guys."
Look at his face.
If there's ever a laugh that goes with a nutting in a sock, it's that right there.
Damn, bro. Dude, that's
hard
crazy
pass.
to bring, like, because if you think about how many children is in a semen or whatever.
47.
Yeah, dude, that's like throwing a fucking continent onto somebody's chest, dude, of dead people.
It's a biohazard.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's
it was
a damn
aggressive.
biohazard.
But also, what went through his head? He was, I'm gonna nut in this sock.
I'll
and
tell you
bring
what
it to
went through
the
his head,
podcast.
bro. About a
Trevor's gonna
ounce
be
and a
pumped
half.
on this one.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, I'll remember that episode forever. You know,
Yeah,
so good for him. Funny ass dude though, hilarious.
Did he read you guys too, or was he not doing it back
We didn't
then?
have time for it. He was like, "You gotta like meet us in an alley somewhere."
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you got to meet that guy. You got to meet him.
Didn't have strong enough Wi-Fi.
You got to meet him in the back of a Schiffer robe or something. You got to meet him like behind a mirror, like
Behind the
it's
ice cream at
definitely-
Rite Aid. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, dude.
I feel bad too because he did the reading and it's tough over fucking Zoom, you know. So
Yeah.
he was a little off, you know. He's like your dad's really short and fat. I'm like, no, he's tall and skinny. He's like, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just off.
Yeah, he was like it was like you were taking a quiz or something, but like it wasn't even, I don't know. It was like, I've been dumb in class before, and it reminded me of a little bit of that.
Okay.
Like you didn't
Zoned
study.
out.
You didn't study for the test.
Yeah, like you didn't study
And
for
then
the
the teacher
test.
asked you the question.
Yeah.
That's what
And like, can
happened.
you read the next paragraph? You don't know where the fuck you are, and you're like,
Yeah.
tomorrow, tonight.
But again, I think in person, and also there was like a bunch of people in here. Nick was giving him shit nonstop.
Yeah.
Nick was hating on him, so he was in the right frame of mind. You were hating on Thomas.
Huh? I wasn't hating on him. I'm just always like a little skeptical of some of that. He's like, let me give you the science behind it. And then he just starts talking about vague terms like energy and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm an Occam's razor kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, dude, I want to say, you two, both of you guys are kind of like two of the premier leaders and just kind of irreverent, complete. Have you seen this video of his?
I haven't seen this one,
shit.
but I've seen a bunch of them. Yeah.
These are gnarly.
And this is, tell us what
So
happened
you
here.
you drove to the protest?
No, so I woke up in Orlando at the Sausage Castle. Do you guys know what that is?
That's a hilarious sentence.
It's like
I think it's Thomas Dale's
Yeah, look
hotel
at-
Yeah.
chain.
Yeah, I think that's what Thomas Dale nutted in that sock too.
It's like a Juggalo adjacent fetish mansion in suburban
Anything
Orlando.
Juggalo, I'm in, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super gnarly. It's like this dude Mike Busey runs it. That's the
Oh,
guy.
I
right there.
have seen this. Yeah.
And what do you do there?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Now, are people doing drugs and sex there?
People don't really do drugs. They just
Oh,
like
wow,
shoot
look at him.
flamethrowers and drink Red Bull.
I bet there's some sex going on there.
There
my
is
man.
some sex, but it's
Yeah.
not the main thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
bit,
sure it
of
happens
course.
late at night though.
Sex happens
yeah,
all
yeah,
over.
He looks like a live action Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Wow.
Thick.
This is in Florida?
Yeah,
That makes
suburban
sense, yeah.
Orlando.
So
like
you
in the
wake
middle of
up
nowhere.
there.
I wake up there, and everyone's like, "You got to go to Minneapolis," and I'm like, "What? Like, why?" You know, at that time, I'd only covered funny shit, and I was like, "I shouldn't do that. Like, that's not really my lane.
Oh, right.
I got some serious shit. I don't want to be the guy who jumps the shark and tries to make light of a situation like that." And then my homies are like, "No, you got to do it." So I booked a one-way flight by myself, got to Minneapolis, and then took an Uber into the riot. Wow. And then filmed.
What was your
What
destination for the
gangster Uber driver was like,
like,
yeah, let's
right
go.
here.
Well, to be fair, it was 2 blocks from it. And
Next
I
to
was
the
like, let me
Flaming
out here. And I
Mare's
was just like
house, yeah.
running towards the flames.
Oh,
and
you could have walked.
So this video is like maybe 30 minutes after I touched down at the airport.
Is the beginning best place to start it, or
Yeah. It's not a very funny video. But
And how many people are like? You have a crew of like,
1 or 2 people at max.
and they're white too.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, how I feel about it? This is the way about it going? No. But is everyone perfect? No. What I'm trying to say is, everyone feel like that. Everybody feel like that.
Damn.
That's all I gotta say.
Now, do you get scared, bro? Because Trevor kind of does stuff where there's some fear because you're always battling like a fucking some of those other white people that are behind that tree and like the people that are in the other frat and the pizza guy, you know? Like there's always beef, I feel like.
A lot of beef, just yelling. Yeah.
But you're fucking standing on the grill there,
Yeah,
Andrew.
I could never do the in the field type shit. Like,
Yeah.
when-
I
Dude, what is it? This is like a
That's
store
a
that was
burning
looted.
Kmart.
Target or
Kmart, yeah.
And was your safety ever in jeopardy?
I just wasn't tripping. I only get scared in like frat houses where everyone's like doing hella coke and all
That's fair.
steroided out.
Yeah, you
and
should
they're
be.
like, "Yo, we love you."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when like when the head bro is like, "Wait a second, you're fucking making fun of us." You're
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, here it goes." And
Yeah.
before you know it, like fists are flying. Like one
Butt
time, I was at
chugs, yeah, it'll get
I was at the LSU Roll Tide game in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, wow.
And I was interviewing this dude.
Good place to lose your
and-
fucking face virginity.
Yeah.
Right. I'm in a frat house interviewing this dude, and he starts freestyle rapping, right?
Hell yeah.
And all of a sudden, this dude comes up and he's like, "You can't fucking freestyle at all,"
most
and just
frat
punches him in the face, right?
That's college, brother. That's college.
25-person thing erupts. I'm like trying to get the mic from off the ground. Turns out the kid who got punched in the face was the son of a Jordanian Coca-Cola executive. So I posted on Instagram, and the next day I got lawyers, like private investigators, calling my
damn.
mom. Private investigators
How old are
calling
you,
my
dude?
mom. 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So like frat, you just never know. And also
That
like
frat heat is wild because you're in their house too, and there's like a
Yeah.
lot of different rooms. The urinals, a lot of times they'll break the urinals off the wall and move them
Yeah.
in a different place to make it fun.
They
you
might
know?
think you're rushing.
yeah, and then
You know-
it's really over.
And then just
Yeah.
Confused for
Dudes
a
die.
pledge and beat your ass.
Yeah.
Oh
Dudes
yeah,
die all the
I heard
time.
at some school in Louisiana they basically make you take a bunch of acid and get in the coffin, and they lock it, and like the last people to stay in the coffin without freaking out and punching their way out get to be in the frat.
Oh, I don't want
forget
to be
which
in
one
that
it was.
fucking
That's
club,
terrible,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
Because if you get kicked out
Oh
of the
my
frat, the rest of your life is still fucked. You know?
Right?
Every time you drive by a cemetery, you're like, make it stop.
Oh my god, that's the most horrifying thing I've ever heard of.
Bro, when I was at LSU, man, when I went to LSU, bro,
You
they
mean when you
had,
strolled the campus?
Pet the tiger.
Take it easy, bro.
when I ran out of gas passing by,
in Baton Rouge.
Take it easy, bro.
they used to have to do sex with a animal, you know, with a sheep or a small or not a furry sheep, like a kind of a summer sheep, a goat.
Them boys get wild, man.
And that was it, man. I mean, I had friends that were in it who did it, who went full in on a animal. And the animals didn't care as much back then. Now animals.
Now, yeah, they're a little woke now.
Do you get to choose the animal that you do that with?
No, dude. What the fuck?
No, come on, bro. What world are you living in, brother?
Your big bro picks it for you.
Did your mom drop you off here today, dude? No. They picked the animal, dude. It's an animal that's a veteran, dude. It's a Mexican animal. It's not some...
Got appointments throughout the day. It's a brothel, you know?
It's not some
the barn
newbie.
brothel.
Yeah. It's a real ass G'd
Bro,
up.
what's wrong? No wonder we got so many fucking problems. When you gotta get in the club and you and your boys gotta run a train on a goat to get in the club.
Then all
What
these guys
the
just become
fuck?
business executives at finance, and they're like,
exactly.
"My coffee's a little too hot." Yeah, well, you fucked a sheep.
Yeah, dude.
Oat milk, goat milk, dude.
Whoa.
That's so true, dude.
These people do the weirdest shit. They like what is the elephant walk where you grab the dude in front of you's dick?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad somebody else was on board with that.
That could have got dicey.
What's that?
That could have got dicey. If we
Yeah,
didn't know
right.
what
Because
you were
if you guys are
talking
like,
about.
what? And I was like, yeah, I read it on Reddit. Anyways, next topic.
Yeah,
Both of us went, yeah. The elephant
Andrew,
walk.
I think you're just getting into the world where, you're just like a lot of this. People have paved the way for you, brother, to be, I think, in this, in this universe where you don't have to grab somebody's dick to be in a cool club.
Yeah, it's not cool anymore, you know?
Grab the dick and then pay for friends for 4 years. And it's like, fuck, man, that sounds terrible. Another thing about frat kids is once you like film the segment with them, they're so much more likely to sue you because a lot of them like have a different vibe around their parents. So their parents will be like, I can't believe that. Like when we were at Talladega, people were acting all crazy, yelling about buttholes, and then we got parents.
Sounds about right. Yeah, Talladega Tuesday they call it.
We got parents hitting us up like, oh, my son, like this one guy, Sam Smith. Sam Smith was like, my parents are gonna pull me out of college if you don't take this down.
Oh, wow.
And I was
I
like,
bet,
bro,
yeah.
you were like doing key bumps on camera yesterday. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Look at your suit.
Show me
dude.
your butthole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, look at that.
So do you have to get their permission to sign off? Or is it kind of just like?
It depends what state.
Why are they saying butthole?
So look at that shirt right there. Ain't no laws. That's from my video. That shirt. Wow.
That shirt's from your video?
The world comes
Oh
full
my
circle. That one that
God.
says ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. That's from that White Claw video I did.
Whoa.
The world
that's
comes
cool.
full circle. Now look at us on the
These
couch.
kids are your
together.
fans.
Crazy.
That's my demo right there. The Show Me Your Butthole squad is front row. Tell another joke.
I think that's all our demo. Yeah, 18 to 36 dudes. Hey, but what their thing,
Hold on,
that's
how
their
deep-
slogan is buttholes?
They like to yell about, so fuck Kyle Busch is one because they hate Kyle Busch. He's like the least favorite NASCAR
Okay.
driver.
He's the least favorite Bush, too, dude. Definitely GW overall.
Yeah,
over
Billy
Kyle
Bush,
in a heartbeat.
GW.
Yeah.
And they're just yelling about buttholes a big thing.
That's
there.
their thing.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's fun.
I gotta get out.
They do the same thing at the gathering of the Juggalos. They do the same thing.
Juggalos.
Yeah.
They yell about assholes
They just
too.
go, show me your butthole or call your mom. There's different things they
It's
say.
quite the spectrum. You know? Is that
He's
a third
Kyle Busch.
option?
He's the most hated guy.
People hate Kyle
Oh
Busch.
yeah.
Why?
Because he
can see
talks
that.
shit about Dale.
He looks like a
Look at him,
politician.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look like an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, those veneers.
With that M&M's
M&Ms.
hat, dude. That fake Drew House shit he's got on. Get the fuck out of here with
So
that.
exfoliated. Mm-mm.
Who comes up with the ideas? Where you're gonna go next?
Just me.
You just wait for chaos.
Yeah, but I just chase
whatever's
energy
popping.
around wherever it's at. But now I'm at the point where people will just tell me what's happening. They'll be like, "Oh, you should cover this." Like people know what I'm looking for.
And you have a lot of urban fans too, man. Let's show that they had a gentleman on the beach the other day that.
That's on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at
Are you gonna go to
it's on his personal, I
some of
think.
the election shit? Or you stay
Oh,
away from that?
definitely.
Yeah.
I want to go to some QAnon marches, like Save Our Children. That shit.
Hell yeah.
Well, one of our good friends is one of the leaders of that whole union, man.
You talking about Sam?
Yeah, Sam Tripoli.
Mm-hmm.
He really, if he wasn't molested, he hopes he was. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The All Gas Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was the August.
No,
Oh,
no,
my
yeah.
bad.
On Instagram. Yeah. It's the second.
Is that a
newest
cricket,
one.
dog?
This
You hear
right
that
here on the
fucking
beach,
cricket?
huh?
You hear that cricket?
Yeah, dude, we had to pay extra for that. Now here's your boy right here, dude, and this guy.
I love it already.
This is the craziest thing about a drunk fan. I think this is the best drunk fan.
Yeah, this is the most drunk fan I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's this at? Set it up.
This is at Daytona Beach on Memorial Day weekend, like 2 months
say
ago.
less, dude.
The height of the pandemic, before Central Florida became the COVID capital of the world.
Damn, you're like Christopher Columbus
Now
of
they're
just
fine.
bullshit,
Yeah.
man. That's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah. Where do you live, or do you just roam?
I've lived in an RV for the past year, but I just put down a lease on a spot in LA.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Today, man. I'm straight, boss. How you feeling? Nigga, I know you. Yo, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? I watched this nigga on YouTube. I watched this nigga. Hey, yo, you amazing, dog. You a legend, bro. This is my guy. I came to I just met this cracker right here. You feel me? Cracker. Bro, I love you, bro. You're amazing, bro. I watch you on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Cracker live right here. I watch this bitch every day.
This bitch. He's called you a cracker and a bitch.
I just meet him. I watch you, bro. That's crazy.
Oh.
I look good? You're good, bro. I look beautiful? Yes. Hey, man, this is your boy Cartier Perry, bitch. The coronavirus, that shit low-key like lame as fuck because look at this shit. Fuck coronavirus.
The editing is great.
I do like it.
It's so editing,
82% of
man.
heat. Motherfucker, it's past 82% of heat. Bitch, it's done. That shit boring as fuck.
That's good,
Guy's a
man.
legend, dude.
It's hilarious.
So,
I love this cracker. Yo, bitch.
Double, triple slur. You know what I mean?
God damn.
I just love the multiple high fives every 45
So many dabs, and that was only half of them, dude.
So many dabs.
Yeah.
fucking
This is crazy. Fuck.
yeah. Bro, and this is how we got turned.
Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What a crazy world,
So some
bro.
context for this. This is that Bama LSU game where I had to break up that fight with the freestyle battle rappers.
Oh,
So this is right before that. This is during the game.
Classic
So
day in
Trump
history.
there was a lot of celebs there. Trump was there. Kanye was there. Justin Timberlake was there.
Wow.
What an
bunch of
entourage right there.
Yeah.
Do any of them fuck with you, or do they see the cameras and run?
I didn't even get to see them.
You
They
don't
were all
try.
in the stands guarded.
Yeah.
College kids don't even know how to act around the famous people anymore.
You know, things is changing, Brennan.
They are, man.
Things is changing like the wind, man. You go outside and somebody, somebody stabbing somebody in the yard, you know?
Dude, this delivery culture the demand is unreal.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. I saw a guy the other day going down the street in a battleship.
Ugh, with throwing packages out the
Throwing
window.
packages out the
God,
window,
dog.
man.
Dude, Ship Station, man. When you're selling online, getting a lot of orders out fast can be tough. That's why you need Ship Station. It's
Yep.
fast, it's easy, it's the most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. Just a few clicks, you'll be managing your orders, printing out labels, getting your product to happy customers. Ship Station makes
Praise
it so
Christ.
damn easy, bro.
Praise Christ, man. Everybody wants to be a bootleg Santa.
Everybody. ShipStation works with all the major carriers, talking USPS, FedEx, UPS, Amazon, whatever
Shipping
you
on
need.
them hoes, boy. No matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, whatever. Okay, if you're using, as he said, FedEx, UPS, even Amazon fulfillment.
Name a company.
If you got to deliver something, you can't do it. You got to go to work, man. You can't be driving something over to Milwaukee.
No
You can't-
wonder.
You can't drive something over there to Santa Fe.
It ain't happening, man. Use ShipStation. No wonder they're the number one choice of online sellers.
Yep, right now.
Kid
King
'em.
and the Sting listeners can try ShipStation for free for 60 days when you use offer code KATS. It's that easy.
Make sure you're ready, though. Make sure you're ready to meet the demands of delivery culture. Get started at ShipStation.com today. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in KATS. That's ShipStation.com.
Then enter offer code KATS.
ShipStation.com. Make ship happen.
Ooh, man.
Ooh, nothing like getting a box of meat straight to your house.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I opened a freezer the other day and I forgot that I had a bunch of meats in there.
It makes you feel
Bunch
good.
of boned up meat, man.
Oh.
Fresh out of an animal's body. Imagine somebody killing an animal and then bringing a piece of it to your house. That right there.
You're talking
is-
about that high quality meat, man.
That-
That 100% grass fed.
Oh, I'm talking about the meat. Sometimes I used to get meat when I was growing up, and it would have, the meat would be all, turning blue or something.
That's bad meat, bro. Luckily, there's Butcher Box. Butcher Box believes everyone deserves high quality meat, man.
Yeah, we used to get like a turkey leg, but the turkey would have a cast on its leg. It would have been hurt before they killed it.
Dude, every month, Butcher Box ships a curated selection of high quality meats right to your crib,
Fresh
man.
meat.
Fresh. It's a no-brainer. The best meat shipped right to your door, which means one less trip to the grocery
Get
store.
that meat served right into your hole, right into your neck. You can customize your box or go with one of theirs. Butcher Box. Each box has 9 to 11 pounds of meat,
Ooh.
fresh meat.
You talking about like 100% grass-fed, finished beef, free-range organic chicken, not stressed-out chickens.
Oh, this beef is fully finished, bro. There's nothing living anywhere in this thing. This thing's dead meat.
Wild-caught Alaskan salmon.
Ooh, swimming into my freaking body.
Swim right in my bloodstream, dog.
Swimming upstream,
Ooh.
baby.
Right now, ButcherBox is offering new members ground beef for life. That's 2 pounds of ground beef
That
in
ground
every
and
box
pound, baby.
for the life of their subscription.
That Bryce Mitchell fucking
Damn,
body
dog.
beating in
Wow.
every box for the life of the subscription. Go to
insane,
butcherbox.com.
by the way.
So it's insane, bro.
That's insane.
Ground beef for life, son.
Very rare these promos get me. Just go to butcherbox.com/KATS. Dude, you getting ground beef for the rest of your freaking life. That's
Gang shit, boy.
butcherbox.com/KATS.
GB4L. So one thing that's amazing, bro, is that your editing is fucking bizarre, though, Trevor. The way you guys, it's almost like a whole new style of editing.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah. This is just like I love making fun of like the entrepreneurs and like literally like any like I like to embody like people who take themselves too serious,
Like the motivational guys?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I can't stand them.
So when I did have the bleached hair, I was like, what if I just slicked it all the way back and wore
It
like
looks
a
dope, though,
shitty,
dude.
like-
Is this that Medium kid
oh yeah, wait.
on E! News? Is that Medium? No.
he does look
I guess
like
the
him.
question is: there a person?
I just saw
is there a person you look to when you're building these characters, or is it just
a lot of people from my hometown.
Okay.
A lot of that are just like Instagram.
Where's your hometown?
It's like Camarillo, California. It's like an hour away.
Okay,
It's like
there's a lot of entrepreneurs up there.
a lot of people that well, like we had like
There's a lot of victims of entrepreneurs. That's what I call them.
with that pyramid scheme shit hit real hard, and all these kids did pyramid schemes and like dropped out of college, and now they just sell like CBD,
Like
like
Cutco knives?
sandals and shit. You know,
Dude,
CBD and sandals.
Bro, I did pyramid scheme,
amazing,
bro.
dude.
I lost a best friend in pyramid scheme. I got his parents to get into it.
what did they have to buy in? They're like, all right, there's some drinks. You got to kill your son.
It went belly up, bro.
But yeah, these kids were so funny because they're all 18. They like all shared a beach house. They got a BMW, and they're like, "Don't you want this life, brother?"
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't you want
I was like, "I can't even drink yet, dude."
Play them hear this.
It's not called living with your parents if you pay them rent. Are me and Ty Lopez boys? Did you get my memo yet? Good, I didn't send it. Ty Lopez parks in my garage. Me? A drinking problem? It's called networking. So what if I don't know how to spell entrepreneur? You know what I do know how to spell? Tesla. T-E-S-T-L-A-W. Being broke is a mindset. My girlfriend's also an entrepreneur. She sells vitamins and supplements. Keyword sells. GNC. You heard of it? T-E-test.
Dude, so also the editing you guys do, how do you kind of come up with that?
That's funny, man.
Yeah, I just like the quick because the people have terrible attention rates right now. So I
Right.
try to make it like quick, fast paced, kind of what you do. But like the zoom in stuff, that's kind of like Reno 911 ish, The Office, that handheld type shit.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of that because I went to film school and they're like, put it on a tripod. I'm like, that's fucking boring. Be like,
That's what everyone's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's amazing how I think a lot of like creators don't understand that the audience is so much more capable of following the story.
Yeah.
Even if the story doesn't have a storyline, they almost will just go like they don't care. The camera doesn't have to be in one spot. Like it
No.
can be fucking ridiculous. It's almost
Yeah, the audience isn't stupid.
the audience isn't stupid. It's almost like they got so formulaic and that the audience is fucking retarded.
Yeah, and I like the zoom and shit because it just makes you. It's like an extra joke. It's
Yeah.
an emphasis, you know. So it's like it's just adding energy and shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I just like it. It's more fun and just keeps
shit
it
was
like.
so
Dude,
all
both
over
you
the
guys
place.
are really the masters of it. I mean, Andrew, you'll kind of like almost square off a piece and just show that again. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Well, it's all about audio. If you can keep the audio track clean and
Yeah.
crispy, you can do anything with the camera angles. But
Yeah.
bad audio, horrible.
How
bad
did you get
video
that
is
at
hilarious.
Talladega?
Just what do you mean?
Like, was the audio fucked at Talladega?
Not really, because I was holding that directional mic super close to people's faces, so they were just like going right into it. But yeah.
it's fucking classic. Dude, I want to think about real quick before we get into some videos and we're going to go over some bullshit in here and we don't really have a plan, but fuck, man.
You don't have a plan right now?
No, I do.
Okay, yeah.
I love what
I,
I love what Andrew said about like you try to follow the woos. Yesterday.
Just follow energy wherever it's at.
Yeah, and the screams.
Follow
like,
screaming.
Yeah.
There's always someone
like
screaming
at an event.
somewhere. So just think about where is someone screaming right now. Like, for example, I'm just moving in right now, but there's so much happening. There's people outside of jail screaming to let R. Kelly free right now.
Yes.
Somewhere.
You gotta
I
go.
wish I was there, but I
Hell yeah.
can't because I have to set up this IKEA bed frame.
Yeah.
But next week, I'll be back on my shit.
But what about, so Trevor, one thing you do, bro, and not to be just blowing you guys up, bro, but y'all's dicks are probably gassed up by us already this morning. But like you will turn around something so quick. Like if there's
Yeah.
kind of a vibe that you catch,
Yeah.
you don't waste any time in then creating something. Like I think a mindset that I've always had is like the preparation mindset and like okay, this has to be ready. This has to be ready.
You want it to be perfect.
Right. I want it to be perfect.
I'm not saying your guys isn't perfect, but you're still will go over it a million fucking times.
Yeah, the way I do it is like you definitely cut corners and it shows sometimes, but like honestly, I'm more so like if I can be the first on a trend. Like I made one of the first like Tiger King videos when that popped, and then there was like 5,000 after
Nonstop.
So like if you're the first to do a trend, then like oh cool, then everyone is like almost following in you.
Oh, it's
you
like
know?
his. Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
goes, "Oh,
but
I
then
saw
if
this."
30 people have one out and then you put it out, there's no like specialty to it.
Now, is it hard to trust your instincts though at times where you're like, okay,
Yeah.
because sometimes you put them out and it's like, oh, that one didn't go as well as I wanted, but you just stay fearless. Like, because there's a moment there for, and I'll even just say for myself, it's like if I think I'm going to create something or put something out, like I'll get a little bit scared, and if something doesn't go, and that can like inhibit me from doing like trusting my instincts for whatever the next thing is.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you just invest too early, like kind of like surfing, like you might be like, oh, everybody's going to get on this wave, and then it never really picks on. And then you're like, oh, fuck, I thought that was going to hit. But when it does hit, it hits. Like the White Claw video I made is like, what I can't go next to a bar without some alcoholic forever. Be fucking White Claw, jam it in your ass, 4th of July. It's December. But shit like that.
Let me see that video, Nick.
So I just made fun of people who drink White Claws. And this was like.
Which is everybody, right?
But this was like a year and a half ago. And that's what really like popped it off. And then they sent me a cease and desist because I put it.
White Claw did?
White Claw, you fucking
I know
blew them
they're a
up.
trash company, but
They should pay you.
Didn't you get sponsored by Truly?
no, it led to a brand deal with Natty Light.
Oh, okay.
Because they saw that this,
Respect.
and way classier.
Yeah,
no, but
way
I
better.
fucking love Natty. They don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
So pretty much, I made this video because my roommate kept talking about it, and then I was like, maybe it's big enough for the culture, and then it just like the perfect storm like kind of came through.
Catching a storm is beautiful, man.
Yeah, and I had no idea this video would be big because there's a 2.5 minute ad in the middle for some shitty fucking cologne thing that hit me up for like for $1,000. Can you promo this? Yeah, and it's like a 2.5 minute ad in the middle, like
Play
with
it
the-
for me, Nick.
Hold on, but before you do it, I just want to say there was a study done a few years ago of people drinking murderers, and one of the top, I think, 2 beverages was Natural Light that was committed drinking before
Was it
murders.
Natty Ice and Mickey's?
It wasn't that specific. It was more just Natural Light, Bud.
Oh, word.
Bud.
Mickey's 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every serial killer, dude. Ted
Coors
Bundy's
OGs,
on
yeah.
Pretty crazy though. There's something in it that leads you to fucking really take somebody's life. Let's see it, Nick.
Is it actually murderers, or it sounds like victims of drunk driving? Like in Wisconsin, just 20 Natty Lights, you drive home from a bar and you kill someone.
Oh,
They used to include a shirt with the Natty Ice, if you remember.
Really?
Yeah.
wow.
kind
Yeah,
of a good
12
idea.
pack would have a shirt at the bottom.
Your
Yeah.
life must be kind of brutal, dude, as far as frat bros recognizing
Yeah, no,
you.
dude. It's like
Jesus,
my demo
man.
is like on like Instagram. Shows your demo. It's like 95 dudes, and
Yep.
like 5 girls. Like we're down.
Have you gone to a college party since being
Yeah,
viral?
we have like filmed at colleges, and it's just like.
But have you ever just walked through like a college campus, like USC?
Nah,
Dude.
like we filmed at USC, but I would not like put myself in that position.
I cannot
Yeah.
imagine how annoying
You
that
would
be
be
for
chained to a wall in an hour somewhere.
I'd be in a casket doing LSD, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's real.
And you wake up and you're like, welcome to FIMU.
No, but I made this shit in literally like an hour with my friend at his apartment. Shirley's the other guy I filmed with a lot, not thinking anything of it.
How long ago was this?
This was probably like this was last summer.
Hit it.
Still the blonde hair.
White Claw? White Claw Summer 2019, baby. Fuck those glasses. Basically just a vegan Four Loko.
But if you think about it, LaCroix, it's just a virgin White Claw.
It's like a Four Loko that went to private school. Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
And that's where that shirt came
Bad.
from.
I mean, it's basically just a rich person's limerita. I only drink White Claws on days that I'm with Wise. That's all of them, Margaret. Yeah, I don't really know what seltzer means, but it sounds rich.
If you look closely, you can see me getting barreled in that wave right there.
You're a Truly's girl? Probably have an Android too.
Why are there no songs about White Claws yet? Like, not even the Chainsmokers have that? Pathetic.
Yeah, you claw? Mango's not in the variety pack? You're lucky I fuck with black cherry. Doesn't even taste like anything.
Shh. Yo, if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of a crackling jewel.
You know what it tastes like? Nothing.
Dude, so
And then there's a giant 2-minute ad in the middle.
This ad is 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's. I was like, this video's not gonna pop. And I got to put an ad in the video because like my manager's like, hey, this is due on Monday. And
How stoked were they that this?
Oh,
was
they were
in there?
pumped, dude.
Pumped.
Yeah. So, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, exactly.
You made up no laws with the clause?
Yeah, it's from that video.
Fuck,
but it was that quote got so much bigger than the video. People are just like, my friend saw it at a bar in Austin. He's like, my friend made that. He's like, shut the fuck up, Jason.
Yeah.
Nobody made that.
Yeah. Didn't they call him a homosexual and call the cops on him?
That quote might be above like 3 or 4 billion repetitions.
Oh,
Like if you think about how many
dude,
people
it's
have
like
said
global.
that.
Yeah.
Damn, how'd you think of that?
It just rhymed with laws and claws. I was sitting on that balcony and I was like, what rhymes with claws? No laws. And the internet's like, what the fuck did he just say?
Damn.
So yeah, that's
Well,
like,
ain't no laws with the clause.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many people have said that before they fucking died in a car accident later that night? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh man.
I mean, that's sad.
head on with
but-
a semi-truck.
Or got a sexual assault case.
There's no law.
Yeah,
Ain't
the
no
people that
laws.
yell that out aren't great people. you
No,
know?
you don't-
No.
Yeah, especially if
Damn, that's great though. Just to impress culture like that, and just to drive it, bro.
How does it feel being that guy, the prophet of the quote?
It's interesting. I mean, it feels. I feel like a rapper when they have a song pop off and they're like a one hit type thing. So people just like they don't even know I have a name. They're like, White Claw. And I'm like, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be White
Can
Claw.
I get my order now?
Now, what about the chicks? How's it been with the chicks for you guys? Do you guys, is there like we talked about it yesterday a little bit, like managing, like talking about fuck.
You talking about some YouTube groupies?
I'm saying 2 sentences at the same time. Yeah. How's it been with the chicks?
I'm trying to find a wife.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well, you're young.
I'm just trying to get cuffed out here in LA. I don't want to be dating and spending a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? Don't you
You're
want a wife,
smart.
Trevor?
smart
Well,
man.
I got a girl now, but like
Yeah.
I went through those those like fuckboy phases where some girls like, oh my god, you're verified. And you're like, haha, but what
Yeah.
about it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I am. I didn't even realize it. You're like, yes, you did.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
Am
definitely
I? Oh, wow.
it's like hilarious because like people from my college when I didn't have any like videos or anything who wouldn't really talk to me, and now it's like literally like Mike Jones back then type shit. Like, oh, I'm in LA. Want a link? Like,
Hilarious.
what? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just makes sense. And it's
Am I verified? Oh, wow.
what
that's
is that? What that blue
crazy.
check, man? I thought it was getting demonetized.
Dude, I used to tell girls that I had the blue. They gave you an actual blue check that you got to keep at your place.
I
dude.
wish just like went on like the old game shows when they give you a giant check at your door. It's just a giant blue
cool.
check.
I mean, wife is like a metaphor. You know, I don't actually want to get eloped. Yeah, maybe I do it in Vegas. But
You
I
just want like a ride or die.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds tighter to
Some
me than like,
consistent,
you know, like DM surfing, being like, what's good? Like,
Yeah, oh, dude,
LA.
it's so sketchy, bro.
Fuck no.
The
Especially
DM
at
shit is
his age.
trash.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. You guys are.
You know what? Any age. What am I talking about? Any
Yeah.
age gets dicey. Dude, my hair, bro, is getting out of control. It's growing like a weed, man. I used a little bit of Hims, and I got a lot of hair.
Oh wow, man! So you've been taking care of it.
I've been taking care of it. I'm trying to grow it out.
When I was young, you used to hear different myths would come down the line.
Like
you know,
what?
hey, put a little mustard in your hair, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hide your fucking sister in a thing. Like make a a mayonnaise helmet and hide your sister's
Yeah,
head.
I
in
used
it.
to soak mine in Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah. People do different things to take care of their body. You know, my grandmother used to put a can of ginger ale in a sink and dip her hair in it.
I've heard that works, but you know what for sure works? I'm talking about forhims.com, one-stop shop for hair loss, skin care, sexual wellness for the bros. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you got a full set of hair, bro.
Stay bent.
No snake oil. I'm talking prescription solutions backed by science.
Is your head nasty, bro? If you look at your head and it seems nasty, bro, then change your life up.
Yeah, you need 4Hims connect you with a licensed medical professional online, man. Answer a few quick questions. Medical professional will review, determine if it's right for you. Bam, prescribed medication shows up at your freaking doorstep, man. What else do you want from us? What else you want, man?
Look, man, I want exactly what I'm going to get, okay? forhims.com/KATS. I want successful libido, successful hair vibes. Full refund of price, paid, available for first 90-day supply. Recon request made between 90 and 180 days after product shipment delivered. Prescription products require an online consultation with medical professional who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/
KATS. This guy looks like he might drink a few White Claws. What's he talking about?
dude.
We asked people for some road trip stories, and a
shit.
couple people sent in some.
What's up, Brendan? What's up, Theo? What's up, Andrew? My name is Sean.
Oh, not me.
Loyola University of New Orleans.
Andrew put it on a
Alumni in the
story.
House representing that NOLA. I got a little bit of a road trip story for y'all that I wanted to share. So a few years ago, I moved back to Baltimore, my hometown, from San Francisco. My boy Rob drove with me the entire way, and we participated in this thing called the Kid Rock Challenge. Now, that meant that we listened to nothing but Kid Rock the entire way.
That sounds like some frat hazing right there.
EDM remixes of Kid Rock.
Hilarious.
Classical covers the sound instrumentals of Kid Rock. String quartet, just doing Kid Rock jams. All I knew for a week driving cross country was Kid Rock. We'd stop in different spots, like we stopped in Arizona, saw some lot lizards, had a few run-ins with a couple of them. We stopped in New Orleans throughout things.
Run-ins means paying for sex as well.
Yeah.
So just wanted to share that story with y'all.
Hard
Thank you guys
cold
for all
cash.
the stuff you're doing. Your show's helped me get through this COVID stuff. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the show. Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz.
Gang
thick
buzz,
brother.
man.
Hell yeah.
I would
thick
venture to
brother
say
in crime.
Kid Rock is my least favorite artist of all time.
Of all time? You don't like, my name is King.
Living a life in a slow hair.
I've only heard like one song, but I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's.
I mean, I guess you're a little younger, so you might be a little bit of a joke. Now he's like out of shape, still rocking the wife beater. His hair's his hair's
not my
leaving.
guy.
That's not my guy. Like, no, that's him. That's not my guy.
Yeah.
Bro, you could almost do if you wigged up, bro.
Yeah,
You could
a little
go.
bit.
Wigged up.
I can see it.
Kid Rock's
You
son.
wigged up, Doug.
Skid Rock, dude.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock's little brother.
It's a son that he denies, bro.
Right,
Skid
right.
Rock.
Little lot lizard baby, you know?
He has some fucking jams.
Does he?
though.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
you
he
guys
has-
got to put me on. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, let's take it easy.
Bro, I used to cry at the gym to one of his fucking songs, but I was also on steroids and I'm a fucking little bit of a bitch.
I'd cry to a Pandora ad if I had to.
Yeah, dude. I've cried to a lot of shit, bro.
Can you think of a worse artist to listen to for a drive across the country?
Now that I think is fascinating. I mean, I definitely
Yeah, I can definitely think of
What
a
do you guys
few.
think?
because I'm a light. I'm kind of a Kid Rock fan, so
Yeah, I also like.
but I respect your opinion.
Yeah, you're
Thank
asking
you.
the wrong people.
But I think it's fascinating to think that these dudes went full Kid Rock across
It's
the whole
just a
country.
hilarious artist to pick.
Yeah.
But he has he has a large catalog.
Oh, yeah?
You know, like he has a ton of.
You guys are Kid Rock fans.
Well, but he's also defending him at a rate that I can't really even respect at this point.
I'm just saying, you might not like all of his songs, but if you're gonna listen to someone, he has a shit
All right,
ton
listen
of
to this.
songs.
Yeah.
Fuck Off featuring Eminem and then Black Chick White Guy. Two last
What's
songs on
hilarious
this
is
album.
Eminem was not on the clean version. Gotta respect Eminem for that. I'm cussing, and it's in the contract.
Also,
Ooh,
he has,
Cowboy's dope too.
he has a mixed child. He's got a beautiful little mixed child though too.
You know what he does now? He does cruises. Kid Rock cruises.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. You think you have all bro fan base? Go on a Kid Rock
man.
cruise.
Bikers and shit.
That's great.
Chen, why don't you chime in, man? Well, how about Chen? How about Chen, who doesn't have to interject, constantly just the
Judging.
freaking yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Are you a Kid Rock fan, Chin?
For sure.
Chin's a musician. That's why we ask him.
Yeah.
If you had to drive across the country,
I would
with your-
totally listen to Kid Rock.
But
Okay,
but
fine.
if
Not
you had to
numbered.
pick one artist, who would you pick? Some country shit? Garth
Limp
Brooks.
Bizkit.
It would be country. Yeah, probably.
Garth Brooks has a catalog.
Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw, 100%.
Tim McGraw.
Ooh.
I listened to Lil
respect
Baby
that.
the whole time.
You know what?
Sped up, slowed down.
I was
He's got
gonna
such
say
a diverse
that.
emotional
I was
catalog.
gonna say it. You
I
beat
would
me to
total
it.
my car so quick.
Yeah.
After that, I'd just be too geeked up.
Yeah. That's all I
There's a
listen.
U-turn, baby.
That's all I listen to right now. I listen to Sped Up Lil Baby. You guys know about 954 Fast Music?
No,
No
please
idea.
educate me.
9
So okay,
5-4.
it's like some Orlando bass. They speed up like basically trap music and they mix it all crazy. It's like the opposite of Chopped and Screwed. It's
Okay.
popping right now.
Oh,
That's
it's the
what I
opposite of
listen to.
Houston. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like
Damn.
smothered and covered kind of.
It's crazy. You guys gotta
Gang.
fuck with
Because
that.
you young bucks drink energy drinks and like you want it fast.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red
We're like
Bull
just
boys.
we're like looking for anything
Yeah.
that's not cocaine, but we're like, oh, this caffeine drink is 300 milligrams. Yeah, that's normal.
Ooh,
do it.
I'm that way.
Let's
I'm
shotgun it. Yeah.
I'm hip. I'm
definitely.
cool. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
I'm still cold brew for life though.
Yeah.
Yeah, word. This
Now-
is a 4-shot Americano.
4 shots?
See, I can get
shot.
behind that. That's great.
And it
Gnarly,
doesn't
dude.
does
This isn't,
does
huh?
4 shots, bro.
Why?
You told me to get you what I get.
I said, get me an iced coffee, cold coffee.
That's a quad shot, bro.
I said, get a cold coffee, iced coffee, man.
Kept saying cold weird too, so I didn't do it.
It's called a cold coffee. It's iced coffee.
All right.
You guys ever
Enjoy.
overdosed on caffeine before?
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
I have
Sometimes-
I have a new business partner. Actually, we're developing an app, and he overdosed on caffeine.
So no dose pills, you know those caffeine
Bro,
pills, they fuck you up.
Let me tell you this. So my
Wait, what
buddy
is it?
used to get all the dates in our school, right? And I was this kind of ugly friend that would just ride with him,
You're
right?
the fat ugly chick.
Huh? I wasn't fat. I was lean. Just
You know what I mean, though.
I think it was just lack of confidence. I've always been kind of an 8.
It's a number of things.
If I brush my teeth, I'm an 8, right? So, but I always just had no confidence. But I would ride with him. He was my best friend, so he would let me ride. He'd let me ride in the trunk, even if he was on a date, and stay in the trunk.
Good guy.
And pop out the key thing so you could breathe.
Wow.
And so one time he's going to pick up this girl, Mary Beth was her name, dude, and she was hot. And before I was like, dude, let's get some no-dos. Let's party a little before your date, dude. We're fucking alive. So we stop at the gas station, dude. We eat a package, right, dude? We pull up.
Package of
no-dos pills?
It was like these pills. It was like
30 shots of coffee.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot.
You get so sick.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't get sick, bro. So we pull up at her house. He's like, man, I'm not feeling so great. Let's just wait a minute before we go in. Bro, an hour and a half later, he and I are both have our seats all the way back. He's not even gone up to the door. This is before cell phones. There's a moment where I saw her on the porch, like looking for him. We're laying in the car, bro. And each of us are talking about how we can feel our hair growing. And then we would take turns feeling each other's hair. Dog. And bro, by the time we kind of came around to functionality, it was like 12:30, and the date was there was no chance for him to go. Oh, it was a wrap, bro.
Man.
You fucked with those all the time?
I haven't, but I just know that if you were to overdose on caffeine, that would be the fastest way.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You got to go in. You got to go hard. I got to ask you guys. So I'm thinking one of the first times that I noticed funny stuff on the web, somebody showed me a guy named Lil Terrio, right? It was It's like a little guy. He has diabetes, but he got that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Bankroll PJ's dad, right?
What's he doing now? Has he lost weight?
Oh,
kill him.
Yeah.
This is all Vine.
Travel.
Get buckets. Found that nigga, Holmes.
Get buckets.
Come here. Get it right, Terrio.
Damn, that boy's thick.
Look at him. Ooh.
Oh.
Chappelle in the Wild.
Kill him. Oh,
Chappelle
kill
in the
him.
Wild.
Oh. Yeah.
So that started kill him and get buckets, right? That's where both of those things
That
came
was your
from.
first video?
That's the first thing I ever saw when somebody showed me that, and it just blew my mind. I didn't know what was going on.
What was that dude's name? Unforgivable.
Oh, fucking so
That
good.
was like the first
old
thing I ever
YouTube
saw on YouTube. That was like the first thing of like comedy I saw. Dude's in the woods and
He's like, you bitch, you didn't tell me you had no brother. You know what I'm saying? You never seen that?
I've never
one?
seen it. You ever seen it?
Nuh-uh.
It's like
I went to Levine's yesterday, get some pants for me and my niggas. I was gonna steal them, I ain't had no money. Met a girl there, trying on some skirts. I was like, what that smell like? She was like, huh? She didn't know what to say. I was like, bitch, don't make me ask you again. Anyway, got her number. The next day we went to Chick-fil-A. Some place in the mall. When I got there, I was like, bitch, where all these people out here? She said,
yeah, he's trying to
well, that's the mall. I was like, whatever, bitch. Give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries.
Is this the Republican National Convention?
Is this Blair Witch 4? What the fuck is that?
That's
This
early.
Blair bitches, bro.
dude. That was like 10 or 12 years ago.
That was Chocolate Rain era.
Wow.
That's right. My first one was, you remember, I think it was a news station, and they thought they saw a leprechaun in the tree. Like, who saw the leprechaun?
I think I saw him like Taco
Say
Bell.
yeah.
Who else seen a leprechaun say yeah?
You know, like, yeah.
I've definitely seen that.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day,
This
crowds
is
are
the
coming
first
by
one
the
I saw.
dozens to get an
This is
up-close
Birmingham,
view
I
at
think.
what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun has taken up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun.
She's all, what?
That dude freaks me out. I don't know why.
They both freak me out.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bring
I have
binoculars,
seen this.
This is my
camcorders,
favorite.
even
It's just
camera
legendary.
phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night.
got it,
if
Nick.
you shine a light.
Can't write that.
And that changed the world, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Saw
That
the
dude went to
leprechaun.
bars after like, yo, are you the leprechaun? That's legendary.
yeah.
That's legendary.
Dude, and then they had, I remember, and then we'll get enough watching the videos finally, but yeah.
What was Andrew's?
Oh, yeah, what was yours, Andrew? Sorry.
My what?
First like comedy.
Like viral comedy video.
Damn. when I was in like 5th grade, I was really into atheist YouTubers.
That's a category.
I was just like, really, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Because I had kind of a religious upbringing with my grandma. She was a Presbyterian. So I found these atheist neckbeard guys on YouTube yelling at the camera about how God isn't real. And I was like, fuck yeah. I don't think I got into comedy until much later. It all began with atheist YouTubers. I've never said that on record before. So I guess
no homo, dog. That's just chill, bro.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, that's
Get
normal,
it off your chest,
bro.
man.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Dude,
You feel better now?
Yeah, I feel better.
Good, man.
Dude, yeah, I used to go look at pornography in the library when I was young. I'd look at the art books that had drawings, pictures of like Rubenesque women by
Tell
the
them what
lake.
you do with your dick.
Dude, and I would take my penis and put it in the book, right? And my penis was real hard.
Yeah.
And then I would squeeze the book against it, bro, and that pressure would just get me up and get me off.
Leather-bound books or just like paperback?
No, nice books, man. Yeah, look at that right there.
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
You can always know how to find a tit when you're a child. Like,
that's a thing.
in your house, you're like, oh, Natural Geographic, page 47.
Yes.
Oh, there's a tit.
Dude. Those
You don't know where to find
fireside
a tit.
tits, bro. Yeah. And you catch the flame hitting a freaking long titty just right, bro. Bust Nation, son.
Bust Nation,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Ain't no laws for these balls, dog.
There it is. Full circle right there.
But let's get into a couple of videos. Yeah, man. We had some submissions from some people, Nick.
Yeah, we had another road trip story.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's hear
Give
it.
me some road trip.
Mask in the car.
This guy's currently on a road trip. Let's see.
Craziest road trip story would have to be when me and my infantry friend Juan went to go scope out someplace to camp right off base at this devil worshipping town we were hearing so much about. And yeah, we went out there and Marilyn Manson was shooting a fucking music video. Which, honestly, looking back on it, I'm not surprised. There's some weird vibes out there. Supposedly there's empty shacks out there with records glued to the ceiling. So yeah, we see him out there. I want to take a picture. My friend says no because we're in our uniform still. And it'd go on the internet. We'd get in trouble by higher ups.
You're
so
busted now, dude. You're on.
around 2 or 3 times. Drive past, go to the crater that everyone talks about that says the devil flew, like he got cast out of heaven, landed on Earth. And that's where he landed. I didn't see any imprint.
Wait, what
of
military
a
is this guy
body with
fighting
wings
for,
or
dude?
But you know what? People can believe what they want to believe. After that, 2 hours.
This guys need some of those caffeine pills you're talking about, dude. The energy's out of this world.
It's nighttime. We're hitting a turn 80 miles per hour. Someone put 3 bundles of hay in the middle of the road to try and get us to crash.
Wow, that's fucked up.
My friend said, no, maybe it fell out the back of a truck. I'm like, this is the desert. There's no cows, there's no sheep, there's no goats. So you could believe what you want to believe, but I am never coming back out here.
Sure.
And I think he came to his senses because he never mentioned camping out there ever again.
Wow, that was riveting. I want to know.
That's
Can we play that back? Actually?
Yeah. Wait. I can believe what I want to believe. Please tell me again.
That's riveting.
But no, seriously, I want to know like the name of that town because I want to pull up. If it's a devil worshipping town, I should have already been there.
For reals.
Yeah.
How about the forest? Is it Japanchin, where the suicide forest?
Yeah. Jake the Logan Paul forest.
Yeah. But don't film the dead bodies. But you can go there.
You can go there for sure.
You went on Impulsive, didn't you, Trev?
I did.
Yeah.
Logan's actually a good guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a great guy. I was on there.
I was surprised.
Have you done a show?
Yeah.
He's a really good dude.
Too.
Yeah.
You were surprised?
What's up?
You were surprised that
I kind of like I had a feeling that he's like finding a better lane for himself and figuring it out, but just like the internet just like goes in on him. I met him. He's like so humble.
he's a really good.
And his house is massive.
Yeah.
I felt like it was on
The house
MTV
is dope.
Cribs because there's just random people everywhere for no reason. Yeah. I was like, what did that guy do? He's like, I don't know. I think he like prints stuff. For
You got the
us.
security at the front.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like
That
you
guy's a
know, you're
librarian.
rich when they got like cars just parked on the grass just sideways, and you're like, I don't even.
Yeah, people shit on that guy a lot, but I watched his Flat Earth documentary. It is so fucking
So funny.
And I covered the conference like this year. I guess he went the year before.
Was it? Is it in the same place all the time?
Last year it was Colorado.
Boulder,
This year was Frisco, Texas, right north of Dallas.
The Flat Earth Convention. Imagine that.
Was it
Yeah.
popping?
What do you mean?
Like a convention is like big. Right?
It was probably like 500 flat earthers, which is enough.
yeah. It's a lot of flat earthers in one room.
That's
Think
a
about
lot.
that.
But he
500
did a
people
great
think the
job.
Earth is flat.
He got a flat Earth girlfriend when he was there, and like,
Wow.
they had like candid like talks under the stars about the shape of the Earth. He did a great job.
And they thought he was like gonna promote flat Earth.
He did at the end. He got up and he was like, "I'm a flat earther," and they were like cheering for him.
Logan
and, like,
did?
Yeah, they didn't know that he was just fucking basically clowning them.
And it's interesting at his level of clout to be able to try new things. I feel like even with the boxing to try like. And I mean, he really trained for that boxing. He showed up here while he was doing like just one day. Him and Tim Dillon were on, and it was just like, I mean, he had just come from training. He's just, I mean, you could just tell how dialed in he was.
Yeah,
that's what he was thinking about.
My thing with that is, and you guys know this, having the clout and the fan base that you have, you know, Logan Paul could do anything. He could do a fucking sprint against another YouTuber, and 30 million people are going to pay to watch that shit. So for him to do fighting ain't easy, man.
That's crazy.
It's a nightmare. It's a fucking
yeah, that's like your world, right?
It's a tough go. Yeah, it's a tough fucking go, man. So to have the balls to do it and to have a successful pay-per-view is nuts.
And to get in that kind of shape. Was that all natty, or do you think he...
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How much time did he have to train? Do we know this?
3 months.
Oh,
and a rich 3 months, dude. Now here, there's difference between training when you're poor and training when you're rich. Dude, training when you're rich, there's people that help you.
He had all the resources.
There's somebody. I went to his house a couple times. There's somebody always cutting vegetables in his kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. There's just random people everywhere that you don't know what they do, but they're just there.
Yeah.
The ring was in his backyard.
He had professional boxers help him out.
Yeah, he has a ring in his backyard. Yeah.
Tony Jeffries helped him out. Like, he had legit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he would. Yeah, I bet that he wouldn't juice. His muscle looked like real muscle.
I think he's always been pretty out here.
I've done steroids, you know. I've done them with gay men, bro.
Tell him.
Tell him. Dude,
yeah.
I've done them in high school with 32-year-old Italian busboys.
Tell him about pulling over on the highway and
we used to
taking
pull over on the side of the highway.
So when you ran out of gas, you would just push that bitch and do your squats for the day?
Yeah, dude, definitely. Bro, dude, I did it. One of my best friends was one of the toughest gay male prize fighters in Southeast region, semi-region.
Bare knuckle.
were
And
you in a cult, Theo?
Huh?
Were you in a cult?
I was in like a group. I was in like kind of a small group.
I listened to it this morning.
Oh yeah,
like, when am I going to ask him about this?
I was been in some different groups, but
different groups.
But anyway, yeah, that muscle looks fat. That muscle looks thick. You know.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're in that real cult, bro.
Let's pull up that next video. That's me right there, dude. Beautiful chest. Just because of the youth, not the muscle.
Oh, good tune.
Brendan, you got a kid out there. This is how we're telling you. Wouldn't that be the worst? You get a TikTok of yourself.
Kid's singing.
Does he sing?
That child looks sad. Looking
He's staring out the window.
That's me.
Come back, Melissa.
Oh my god.
Is this Kid Rock?
That kid looks like he's about to cry. So cute.
She said king it or sting it in her email introducing the young ones to old bangers.
Ooh.
I king it. My kid's not into it though. His favorite song right now is Da Baby.
Da Baby.
Da Baby. What's the number one song right now?
All the songs sound the same.
What?
Bop.
You know
God.
what I'm talking about.
What's his
Rockstar?
Rockstar.
Yeah.
He loves
Rockstar. Cop car.
Yeah. There you go. Cop car.
Yeah.
There he goes. Cop car.
They got 63 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is his favorite video, and he's 4. And he'll go, Papa, put on Da Baby with the shooters. I'm like, all right, well, don't call them shooters, but.
And is that the one everybody made TikToks to, right?
I don't know. I don't know TikTok.
Yeah, that was a big dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do TikTok either, man. It freaks me out.
Yeah?
We should do really well on there.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
So how would you do it? So if you had, how would you put his stuff on there?
I would just upload a minute straight because you have so much content banked up. That's what I did.
You do TikTok?
I just upload all my old shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you do TikTok?
Yeah, we have TikTok, but we just do like 15-second clips. The funniest part is when people just take words that you.
It's easy because you can put whatever music you want and they don't take it down. So
Yeah,
it's
there's no
really easy to
copyright.
compose. Like,
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, a bunch of haters, man.
I want to do a video on TikTok kids, like Zoomer influencer types. Like, I want to document their like engagement journey.
Dude, go to that Sway house they just fucking pulled the plug on, bro.
Oh, you should just interview some of these kids, but I don't know. They don't have really like personalities. The people you interview are like the people you want.
Are they getting rid of TikTok in America? Didn't Trump ban that shit?
I don't know what's going on.
They were
with
hoping
that.
it was going to get bought out, and then because TikTok with the Chinese is problems.
But do you guys think about that kind of shit? Like, are you guys like? I just feel like that's more like adult shit that people are worrying about. Like, are you guys worrying about like the infrastructure, the ownership of these platforms and shit?
No,
I don't give a shit. China can literally watch everything that I do. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just not
That's what I'm
politically
saying,
like,
dude.
And that's
Chin's
the problem with the
fucking
world.
Korean, bro. and he sits in here the whole time.
I'm taking notes.
You well care once it starts to influence your world though, and they start yanking your shit.
Yeah, I mean, I live a public life, so like China peeping, it doesn't freak me out. You know?
Like if they deleted all the social media, then I'm kind of fucked.
Well, what they do is get your personal info though, because
Like
I don't know
what?
what TikTok requires.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like what personal info I haven't already like distributed. Like,
What about your
I mean, you told us about atheist YouTubers, man.
Oh fuck!
Now
man.
they got that
China's
on
gonna be on me.
camera.
They're atheists out there though. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of atheists out there, man. A lot of just people loitering out here on Earth.
A lot of lost people. You feel me?
What else we got, Nick?
Hey Nick, you seem like an atheist.
I grew up. I want to believe in something, but I grew up Catholic, and it's hard to. You can't commit to that, but like, I don't know. I want to believe in something. It's too depressing to think it's over to me. So I actually tried to just live and not think about it, because like literally when I was in grade school, I would cry myself to sleep thinking about death and nothingness.
Well, this got sad.
I was like first grade. It like fucked me up.
Damn.
I haven't told a lot of people that, but
Thank you.
we're all admitting stuff.
guys are
too.
sure. Well, dude, my
Getting
girl's
in.
grandma died, and try to explain to a 4-year-old. He's like, "Where'd grandma go?" And I don't really believe in like Jesus Christ and all this stuff. I'm not Catholic or Christian. I was like, and because my girl's like, "Oh, she's in heaven." My son's like, "What's heaven?" I'm like, is she though? It's tough with a 4-year-old, man.
What'd you say?
I think
I said-
DMT,
I
that
said
kind of
it's
stuff
over.
shows you there's something more. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go on.
No, go ahead. It's over. Yeah, it's over, kid.
Usually you get them a hemp, you get them a little animal or something to teach them about death.
Well, I did though, because we got a lizard in the backyard. And I said, "Grandma's like that lizard."
Pull out a revolver.
Grandma's that lizard.
Dude, yeah, my mom, she got us 2 hamps and named after our grandparents, Clara and Laddie.
Bro,
and they both died, and that's how she kind of prepared us for whenever they were going to die.
That's smart. This was my life lesson as a kid. I had a hamster, right? My brother's like, "I want a hamster." And he got this dark hamster with red eyes. I'm like, that thing seems evil. And then we put him in a cage together, woke up the next morning. My brother's dark, evil hamster ripped my hamster's face off and ate it.
I'll tell you
and
this
that's how I
story.
learned about death.
And that's
as a
life,
young man.
baby.
Yeah, that's life.
Fuck.
So Curtis,
fuck.
We had this kid named Curtis, bro. Yeah,
That's life
get
lesson,
your fucking
son.
shit together,
It's
Andrew.
over.
Yeah, bro. Welcome to the real world, bro.
Nah.
Welcome to this burning target, motherfucker.
Just get your fucking microphone out now, man.
Here's what I'm saying, though, man. So, dude, we stayed at this kid named Curtis's house, bro, and we used to have to sleep all in his bed, and we would sleep body different ways, like head to feet,
toe,
head to feet,
nuts to butts.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the night, their dog was barking all night, and the dad went out there and put a bullet right in its head. dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's dark.
That's super dark.
And
There's
my
more.
buddy, after a dance, had a girl come over, a beautiful girl, man, and I had a crush on her, but it was the same buddy that I used to, just
the ladies'
tag
man?
along.
Yeah.
Yeah, God,
guy.
man. Shout out Scott Satchfield. The guy was just the ladies' man, dude, and so. And he ended up touching this girl's vagina, pussy.
Yeah.
And
Good thing
and
you
then
said that.
Curtis's dad came out and smelled his fingers by the fire
Oh,
over and over again until we all went to bed.
Oh, that dad has a problem, huh?
Dad's
I don't know.
head.
No, he does. I'm telling you. he
And
had a
then,
problem.
bro, he made him kind of stay out there. And I remember being inside, like looking out the window, and he was still out there smelling.
You're like, what's on those fingers that smell so good, you know?
fucked. Yeah.
Did he have some top ramen or something?
Yeah, it's just different times, man.
When
But
do
you
I
guys
get
didn't
this
think we were
smell?
gonna get this dark, huh?
I'm pumped we did.
You didn't know we were this fucked up, huh?
Andrew's scared.
I'm thinking about when I was 7, I had bought this lizard at the Renaissance Fair in Philadelphia.
Oh,
named
yes, this
Snakey.
checks out.
Off this guy. It was a spotted gecko, and I was 7, and I said, "How long is this dude gonna live? Because I don't want to have to see him die before I graduate high school." And he's like, "He's gonna live until you're like an old man." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Word?" Because I
What
know
a
reptiles
salesman.
live that long. So I'm chilling. 5 months later, it's the American Idol finale. Bo Bice versus Carrie Underwood. I'm a huge Bo Bice guy.
Oh, you're a Bo Bice guy.
Dude, I would vote every time, multiple times in the same
Ooh, that's
phone.
Carrie Underwood.
I'd use friends' phones to vote for Bo Bice.
I was more of a Clay Aiken guy, but you can see
Word.
that already.
Yeah. Nobody was more into Bo Bice than me, right?
Hilarious.
So that night they go, Carrie Underwood is the new American Idol. I'm fucking sobbing. I'm like, no! no! I walk into my room, dude. Snakey is slumped over. He's dead as fuck. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
It was the worst night of my life.
I thought the story was gonna get really dark. You couldn't handle him losing. You just walked in, you looked at the lizard, and you're like, well,
no,
take out this pain somewhere.
That's Bo Bice. But yeah, my mom.
So your road trip would be Bo Bice.
It would be all Bo Bice. He's still making music.
Is he?
Bo Bice 3? That's the name of that album?
How is that not called Bo Thrice?
Good call.
But yeah, R.I.P. Snakey. My mom built a
R.I.P.
little coffin
Bo
out of
Bice.
cardboard for me.
Damn, man.
Fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
Snakey was sick though.
Shout out to Bo Bice.
And here we got the finale right here, and here's a guy right here who's been having some tough times, maybe, or he's just a good guy.
What's up, King and the Sting?
Ceiling
It's Jack
fan.
Roberts here. Just
Hello,
wanted to send in a quick King and the Sting it. What's up, Brendan? What's up, Theo? What's up, Nick? What's up, Chin? What's up, Kat? What's up, Chappelle? I love all you guys. Keep
specific for
doing what
today.
you're doing. Theo, I love this past weekend. Brendan, I love Fighter and the Kid. You guys are both hilarious. So just a quick King and the Stinger for you guys. Samurai swords. Those Japanese hitters.
Yeah.
I got this thing in Japan a couple summers ago when I was over there, and
How'd you get it back?
I was wondering what you guys think. Let me know.
Is this the kid from Bad
buzz,
Santa,
buzz.
first of all?
So you got to answer this question. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Mr. Roberts, was that his name? Robert? Mr. Roberts?
Was it Chad?
Well, look, young fella, I think that's a beautiful sword, and you seem like the kind of guy that would wield a sword with respect. I think it's who's behind the sword. So the sword is just a piece of metal.
Yeah, I'm gonna sting swords. What do you do with it? You can't really fuck around.
Protect
with
your
it.
fucking land, Brendan.
I mean, I guess
Bushwhack?
there's not a whole lot of activities you can do with that goddamn sword.
Yeah, there is. Have you read? Look at different books. Like, name some books that have swords in them. Chin.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, Lancelot.
Yeah.
You could do hibachi.
Yeah.
Mulan.
Sorry, man. I'm getting kind of rude. Mulan.
Good book.
Andrew, what do you think on this one?
I just think swords are dope.
They look cool. The
Yeah.
idea of them's cool.
Yeah.
But when it's in your crib, what do you do with it?
I
dude?
feel like I wouldn't even know how to hurt somebody with it. I feel like I'd hit him with the dull end or something, and they would just like,
or just keep poking him with it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just put it on my wall because then if you break into my house, you're like, oh, this guy knows shit. Then it's more of like a free safety.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Having a sword near an entryway where people see it when they come in.
Yeah.
Have a couple lights focusing on it, maybe an arrow pointing at it on the wall.
Just to let them know, like
you don't play no shit.
Yeah. I'll fuck up a mean envelope real quick, you know.
Yeah. Oh, damn. We opening mail in this bitch. What was that last thing? Nothing.
I think we've done this before in the past, but we have some new culture corner, so we can get their take on it.
We got a lot of culture in the corner today too, so it's
Yeah.
good.
cultural group.
All white
Stand
guys.
in for the homie Chappelle.
Yo, what up, Brendan and Theo in the Culture Corner?
You knew you
My
guys
name's
being.
Felix from Chicago. Got a King It or Sting It for you. Drugs or alcohol?
Hot take.
Wow.
I thought it might lead to stories. I don't know.
I'm not a big drug. I mean, I do nicotine every day. If you consider that a drug, I'm more of an alcohol guy. Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
Yeah, I go drinking. I go tequila because that's like it's that upper, you know, gets you feeling like you're on drugs, but you're just hammered.
That's fair.
Yeah, I go drinking.
Yeah, I like Rainier beer, whiskey.
Are you a drug? No drugs here. The younger kids do drugs. Yeah,
but nah. The next day is always so brutal where you just all your serotonin's
Sad.
gone and you're
Yeah.
just staring at a blank wall, being like, "This is it."
Your lizard's dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
lizard's dead. You know.
Yeah.
I just
Bo
hate
Bice didn't win. It's just a sad day.
I hate coming down from a drug like Molly. It feels so stupid. You're like, oh, that happiness was like totally fake.
Yeah.
Whereas alcohol feels like real. Like
Yeah.
whiskey, like however you feel on whiskey is it's real.
Agree, brother.
That's
Yeah.
your deep down emotional
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, agree.
Dang.
Yeah, exactly. Like alcohol like brings you closer to your like super emotional self.
It's
like
just a
drugs
good
create
time.
emotions.
Well, yeah. What do they say? Drunken words are sober thoughts.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
read that on like a Forever 21 T-shirt or some shit. But
You guys
that's like
you guys like whippets though?
whippets. That's some other shit. You guys know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
that
I've never
shit's-
done it.
I've never done one. That's aggressive.
You done some whippets, eh?
I'm not sure, but I heard
Anybody who lived in a trailer
Yeah.
home for
You
more
should be
than
a politician,
2 weeks.
bro.
Yeah, he's all. Well,
I'm not sure if I've done
I've
it.
seen somebody do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't inhale.
great, man.
I didn't inhale the whippet
I didn't inhale, man.
Sprayed it out your face.
in your eyes.
And they used to do vajipping when I was young, which is where girls would do acid in their vagina, do a hit.
Yep. Okay.
in the New Orleans area?
Yeah, or just outside, but yeah, probably.
I didn't know they were into acid down there.
This was, let me see, 2003. So this
acid
was,
like skips certain places, you know what I mean? You go to a place where there's acid's not a thing.
People don't know,
Yeah.
Acid's not big anymore, though, is it?
I mean, if you, I don't know, like the Wook festival shit, it's pretty strong.
Burning Man, all that shit.
Oh, bros do acid.
Bros do?
Definitely.
Like the frat bros?
Yeah, they do acid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and like each other in coffins.
Yeah.
Bro, how can you fuck somebody if you haven't seen their head fall off their body? You know what I'm saying?
Legit point.
I'm trying to see Larry Bird in the sky, bro. Can people do whippets with Cheese Whiz? Is it anything like that has air pressure?
I've heard you only get a little bit when you do those.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, I know. You only get enough to get. If you do whipped creams, you only do enough to get fired at working as a busboy at a restaurant.
It's such a funny thing to walk in on. You're like, it tastes fine to me.
Oh, dude, definitely.
Just making sure it works, dude. There's duds.
Nick, you seem like a guy who's fucked with whippets once
Nick's
a time.
fucking lies about it a lot of his life.
I've no lies here, but no, I've never done whippets. Shrooms I've done a handful of times, and that's probably my favorite.
Have you done acid?
No, I have a history of schizophrenia in my family, so staying away from that.
Oh, so you can't. God, so you can't. Acid and schizos don't go together.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
My childhood best friend Leandre, he's like homeless in Seattle right now because he took acid and had schizophrenia in his family. Took like 2 hits, didn't realize it, activated, and he's been in and out of the psych ward.
Leandre?
Yeah.
Fuck Leandre.
Shout out, man.
Go find him.
I see him homeless in the street sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
it's tough.
you just kind of keep on keeping on.
Yeah, because I mean, he's like lost, and it's weird because
Yeah.
it's been like what 10 years now.
Would he even recognize you? Or
Oh, of course, but still,
Oh.
like, it's hard to explain. It's like everything before the trip was like his life. Everything after is like this weird odyssey of memories that kind of float in this weird web where nothing really makes sense. That's why I don't want to do it, because I don't know if I have schizophrenia in my family. I just don't feel like fucking with my brain chemistry.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Pros, cons.
Yeah, I mean, I would do ayahuasca or something like that, but there's something about
I've done
acid that
that.
is just like, I'm not interested. You fuck with acid?
no, I've never done it.
Now that DMT, now you guys do that DMT. These
I've done that DMT hitter. We've both done it.
Yeah.
It's quick though. It's like 10 minutes. You know what I did with salvia? That's the shit you smoke, and you can be 18 to buy it at any
yeah.
smoke shop. And that shit's like 10 minutes where you just trip hard.
Salvia is
Really?
scary, dude. Salvia
Yeah,
is more
it's-
intense than shrooms. It's
Is that those
It's
bath
condensed.
salts?
Nah,
it's-
it's like this like little like leaves. You can just smoke it, but you just like take a hit and you hold it in, and then within like 10 seconds you're like in a different world.
It's game on.
Yeah,
but is it a
legal.
fun world or is it
No,
scary?
It's hit or
super
miss.
not fun
I've
to
done it
me.
a few times, and I'd say 2 are fun. The other 2, I was like, get me out of this.
Oh, I
bitch.
don't want that.
Nah.
I don't want that.
Check, please.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
Andrew, have you done any stuff at Wook type festivals?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that culture is.
I did Burning Man, I did Gem and Gem, but there's different levels to Wooks. Like there's the rich kind of Burning Man style Wooks who are like
oh yeah,
on like a
P Diddy and people eating
it's like a costume for a lot of them that they do for the Burning Man week.
So what is a definition of a Wook?
Yeah.
It's just, or is that like an acronym?
I think it might be an acronym for something. It's like a festival, typically like white dreadhead,
Yeah.
tie dye, post Grateful Dead, kind of like acid person.
Gotcha.
Like a
Cargo
woke-
shorts. Big
Yeah,
in
like
the
that, you know.
community.
Like a woke
That's more like a
Grateful Dead?
metal. That's more like a metal Wook.
This is a great Facebook group. It's Colorado Big Game Wook Hunters, and
Oh my god. Any Facebook group is hilarious to me.
There's a lot in Northern California and Arizona.
This guy's a
Oregon.
Wook.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
Venice. You go to Venice, you see Wooks everywhere.
What about steampunks, man?
That shit's dead, I think.
Is it?
I think so. There's some in
shit's
Austin
dead.
I saw.
Yeah.
Steampunk bar.
What's that?
They had a lot of steampunks. Or what's the one in Louisiana down by the river and off of the French Quarter? You
Gutter
know?
punks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gutter punks?
They ride trains around and they have dogs so they can't go to jail because, you know, they just like take stray dogs with them and hop trains city to city, drink on the street.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
what? They can't go to jail if you have a dog?
In New Orleans and other cities, they can't take you to jail if you're like the legal owner of a dog because they have no place to put the dog. So a lot of them just like take strays and roll with them. They're gnarly. I've tried to interview them. It doesn't go well.
Yeah, they're not cool, bro.
Yeah,
they don't
have
want
you
to
ever
I
chat.
fucking hate
Oh,
them. They
really?
used to steal so much shit from our house, man. Everything we left in the courtyard, they would hop the fence. When I lived in the quarter on Bourbon,
They
would
sound like
fuck with us.
pikeys over in.
No, I'm from Seattle, but I went to college down there.
Got you.
Dude, yeah, maybe if you got into that pikey culture, Andrew, I think that could be interesting. Have you seen that? The travelers that fight over across
Like the pikeys over in like Ireland.
Nah, what's that?
A pikey.
like Snatch.
Yeah, the snatch.
Yeah, you'd have travelers fighting. Will you look up real quick and then
Like
we'll get out of here?
Yeah,
like
we
a
got a couple minutes
gypsy.
left.
Like have you heard of a gypsy?
Yeah, like Romani people. Like, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Romney shells or whatever.
I don't even know. Like,
Pikey travelers. If you look up travelers fighting on YouTube,
they just travel around just to fight fools.
they're families of ancient fighters.
Like their great grandpas were fighters.
Yeah, Joe
Pikey
Joyce.
fighters.
So do
Tyson's
they just fight on the street, or they find people to
on the
compete
street. Just for fun. Set up fight, for money and like
Traveler Beef Gypsy
shoes
fight.
and shit.
Whoa, yeah.
There you go, Big Joe Joyce.
I'm trying to go
right there.
international once this COVID shit's over.
This would be what you want to do.
So
dude.
what is this?
This is Pikeys. They meet up and fight over in Ireland, Scotland.
All the time.
Just get out of the car and start swinging.
They're families though. No, it's controlled.
This is gold already. Look at that guy.
Yeah, they're all out of shape.
This is amazing,
dude.
bro.
If you're fighting in a polo, I respect you so
yeah,
much.
dude, that's what they do.
Do they speak English? Or?
It's a tough language. It's a version of English.
And that's the legend of all of them, Big Joe Joyce, right there.
Really?
In the white theater, yeah.
He's like the Mike Tyson of gypsies.
Oh, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well, I got to pull up to this. Wherever this place is, I'm going.
Yep.
And they occasionally release videos on YouTube. It's very rare, but you start to get the whole like chain of it all and how it's all built and stuff.
They're frowned upon over in Europe, like gypsies, because they don't pay any taxes and they're like steal shit and then travel, steal, travel.
And
interesting culture though.
Yeah,
not one girl there. So
no,
hell no. Dude.
So it's our demos, fellas.
But it's
our
some guys
we all need to go.
T-shirt in the back.
Yeah.
It's also the United Kingdom, dog. If you've been some places in the UK,
Slim pickings.
You don't want a lot of girls there, dog. Respect, bro.
Have you ever been swung on doing anything?
Yeah.
Is it documented?
Nah, I mean, people really don't swing often. It's more like actually swung on. No, pushed, mic grabbed. People just like fucking with me. I don't think people swing on me.
That's good content though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You've been swung on?
No. I was just wondering if you put a mic in somebody's face.
I typically like use the mic as like a magnet, so people who want to be on camera kind of find it. I don't
you don't even have to do anything. You just hold the microphone and people are like, what is this?
I just kind of I have a good sense of like seeing who wants to be on camera. I don't think I ever like put a mic on someone who's obviously not down because they could easily just slap you. But people don't want to punch the random dude in a suit on the street unless they're super crazy.
What do you do when someone's just like a boring ass interview? Just like in your head, you're like, I'm not going to use this.
I just think of a way to cut it off short. You know, like, all right, well, thanks for talking to us, man. I appreciate you. We're going to keep moving. Bye.
Yeah, cool, flat earth, and then leave.
Yeah.
Cool, flat earth. Shout out to Bo Bias.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank both you guys for coming in.
That's one of my favorite episodes. You guys are great, man.
Hey, thanks for having us on.
You guys are great.
I've been watching this for a while, so it's touching.
Continued success, both of you guys. Keep fucking crushing it.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
A couple of fucking. I feel like you guys are really the future of a lot of creativity in the whole industry, man.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I mean, that doesn't.
Thanks for educating a couple.
But this is like the industry right here.
No,
this is it. You know.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think about like doing y'all's own thing? Like, how do you if you struggle, or how do you balance doing your own thing and doing Hollywood stuff? Like, do you think
I
about
just love
that at
being
all?
in control of my shit because there's nothing worse than like bombing an audition for like a dope show and you're like, okay, or I could make something in my own vision and
you
like,
own it all.
Yeah, it gets released. It's not like I showed somebody and they're like, nah, this one doesn't pass.
That's the future, man.
So it's like I like the longevity of like Hollywood and how long a show can go, but also like this right here is you know, you guys do great numbers, so it's like you guys are your own network.
You got to jump, right?
Go, brother?
You got to be on a call. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
I'll be right there.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like to like do both. Do like my own shit, but then also you know go out for some auditions. And
But it's also like you don't want a boardroom full of old fucking 50-year-olds being like, I think this is cool. Like,
right?
You guys don't know
exactly because they don't even know what's kind of like current today. So
definitely.
it's good to have your ear to social media, but also like the traditional because traditional will fuel that with the money. So it's like as long as you can have your own creative control, which a lot of times they strip that from you. But if you can be like full creative control, then you're good.
Right.
You know, it works out, you know,
Yep.
sometimes, but it's just finding the right people because I mean.
But you got a good group. I mean, Churley's, is that y'all's group or is that?
Yeah, he's just a homie we met through YouTube shit, but like
so
he's
funny.
we just had really good chemistry back and forth, and just like.
And I see you put on who's the guy? He sells so much merch on YouTube. He had $1 million in a month. That was one of his goals.
Sold $1 million in merch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's in some of the video where he pops out from behind the tree. Who else is in y'all's crew?
Blake Weber?
Blake Weber.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake's a good guy.
You guys did a video with Blake, right?
Yeah. He's done a bunch of shit too.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, he and I just communicate on IG, but he's a freaking champ, man. He's such a
he
he's
started
a hard
as a
worker.
stand-up too, and then like he had some internet shit take off, and it's kind of like, you know, same boat I was in. I was doing stand-up, and it's just like, just kept posting videos, and videos can go viral way quicker than stand-up can.
Yeah.
So I was just like, now you got best of both worlds. So now you just like keep pushing both hands on that shit.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. I think that's one thing I've learned. Like I went on so many auditions, it started to make me feel bad that I didn't.
You feel bad. You feel like, am I trash?
I feel like I didn't have any
acting?
talent.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Not
think
even with
how many
acting.
how many no's you get.
Yeah.
Over everything before you get one yes, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once you start doing your own stuff, you're like, oh, I do have talent. I just it's other people pretending like they are the Best Buy and you can't go access any equipment.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. But also, it's like it's dope running and creating your own shit and owning all of it because then you're more invested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm just
You're
a
start to
character on a
finish.
show, it's
you
like
show up, you read your lines, you go home,
Yeah.
you eat your fucking fruit snacks in the trailer. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's nice to be start to finish with it. So
100%,
that's why I
man.
like being in control of all that stuff.
Agree,
But,
man.
It's just cool, and they can't really tell you what to do. Like, hey, this is how we do it. You're like, all right, well, this is how I do it.
Yep.
Right.
And this
it's-
is obviously working.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice to have both. But if I got offered a movie or a role on a
Yeah.
TV show, it's like, would I do it? It depends. It's like, am I allowed to still make shit? Am I gone for a year? Because
Yep.
once you ditch the followers online that got you there, it's hard to
coming
come back.
back, brother.
Exactly.
That's what happened with me. Like Chris Pratt reached out on IG, right?
Oh,
Which was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
got, you know, and not reached. I mean, like I'm obviously a fan of his.
Yeah, freaking Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and so, but then we got to this place to train for this movie, and I had just decided I was going to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got there, and I didn't get to read the script before, and it just wasn't like I didn't think a big enough role because I had to give up 12 weeks of time.
Fuck.
And it just
Of all your shows, stand up, everything.
Oh, damn.
And
Yeah.
but here's my, and with Hollywood, they don't really, they're like, wait, he just does a podcast and stand up. No, he's fine. He missed 12 months or 12 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I can't.
Or they're like, just bank up 12 episodes. You're like, then I'm talking about shit today
Yeah,
in
it
like
doesn't work
4
that
months.
way,
Right, yeah.
It's like, also, you're paying me this. I get this in a week, son.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is like new age Hollywood. You know?
And
So
a lot of
it's
them have no clue. They have no
none.
clue.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
crazy how some of the smartest people don't know what's going on sometimes.
They're
But
just
yeah,
so
it was
stuck
hard
in- yeah.
because I know the movie's gonna come out and I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna be all fucking bummed.
But
I'm
you,
gonna
oh,
masturbate.
so you didn't end up doing it.
No, I trained for a week and then I felt bad. I had to call because I don't have a manager. I had to call the director.
Oh fuck.
Who like directed like. Who's like a freaking legend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think it was the right move, brother.
And then I had to
stick
call
by it.
him, dog. I'm like, and just tell him that I didn't want. Dude, it was so hard to just do that as a human to call Chris
Yeah.
McKay, man. Such a talented guy and so nice, man. He was so nice. Like,
That's cool, man.
God, they were so nice about it. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
they really could have ripped me one, but both of them were super nice. I just, and
was
I
the
feel
right
bad.
choice.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
about
it
to
was
pee- I'm
hard
about
to
to pee my
balance. Like,
pants.
do I just do my own thing, you know?
Yeah,
But
that's
Trevor
okay.
Wallace, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it,
me,
man. Yeah,
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, man. Big fan of both of you guys.
Brendan and Theo, fighter and weight. I gotta go in and go hard in the paint. I do not think I am in flow. Black Rifle Coffee, I'm ready to go. I need a sponsor, I am a monster. About to open up with this at my concerts. Flow is contagious, browser outrageous. Thicker than girls that are Instagram famous. Damn, hungry like I'm fresh off keto. Seeing red like Andrew Santino. Every song I hit like the great Bambino. Brendan ate the queso and the quesoritos. But everything's gonna be fine. Ay, hate on me, I do not mind. Ay, Theo looking like the type of dude that got a pack of matches in his pockets at all times. Yeah, they sliding into my DMs. A couple of you tried but couldn't beat them. Quit playing like Nintendo DS. You don't want the smoke like Joey Diaz. Meaning y'all edible. Just got my eyebrows threaded and I'm feeling incredible. Brennan's son hit me up. He said it's too loud in the club. Can you pick me up? King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Sting, rat king, king and the sting, king and the sting. Got the bees in the trap, got the cheese on a string. King and the sting, king and the sting, king and the sting. Bee sting, rat king, king and the sting, king and the sting. Got the bees in the trap, got the cheese on a string.